What's going on YouTube? Cloud Envy here, and I am bringing you the team builder for week 3. Oh my god, my voice is killing me. Sorry about that. Week 3 of season 5 of the Battle Union, and we are playing Paul, coach of the West Coast Wingles. Oh, he 6-0'd us last season. That's as long as he wins 5-0, we already did better than last season. So as you can see, my expectations aren't very high here. Anyway, Paul's team versus our team is pretty tricky, to be honest. He's got some pretty neat stuff. Like I was looking over his squad to prep, and it's not gonna lie, it's really neat. He's got a Mew, Zygarde 10%, Ferrothorn, Blaziken, Mega Blastoise, Galvantula, Tyranitar, Gardevoir, Golurk, and Vivillon. Now, he pulled Blaziken off the bench specifically for us, which means he's probably bringing Blaziken, which means it's probably Scarfed. Really, because A, we have nothing for offensive fire types. Like, we got Ninetales. Yeah. So, I also don't know if I'm just programmed now, because week 1 we fought a Scarfed offensive fire type. Week 2 we fought a Scarfed offensive fire type, Darmanitan and Emboar respectively. Why wouldn't we fight a Scarfed offensive fire type in Blaziken this week? So we do have a little bit of prep for that. I'm expecting Blaziken. I'm expecting Galvantula. If he's not Scarfed, he's probably setting up webs. If there's no Galvantula, he's probably Scarfed. Blaziken has a lot of potential to really sweep our team out, so we've got a little something for him. I could see Golurk in the maybe pile, probably not completely. Zygarde 10%, most likely. It does a lot to my team, especially if it gets up a D-Dance. Fortunately, there's not a whole lot I have that he can really D-Dance on, so I'm just going to give him the opportunity. I'm going to try not to do that. Tyranitar, also a prime D-Dancer, but we have a Mega Gallade, which may make him afraid to try to set up. So, probably Utility T-Tar, probably Banded T-Tar. Either one I could see coming, as well as Mew. You know, specifically, Mew has a lot of firepower, and it's one of his Z-Mons, so I could really see... Well, I mean, being a Z-Mon doesn't fit in with what I'm about to say, but bear with me. I could honestly see him running a Weakness Policy Nasty Plot Mew, Weakness Policy Baton Pass Mew, Rock Polish Z-Move Mew. It's Mew, dude. It can do anything. He may also run Defog if he's not running Galvantula. See, there's a lot of stuff he can do with this squad, and I'm trying to prep for all of it, and I just can't do it. So I decided, you know, let's just swerve into all of it. Just swerve into the danger. Let him bring the speed. Let him bring the sweepers. We'll run into it. So we decided to go with the Trick Room route. I hate Trick Room. I don't like it at all. I don't trust it. I'm the same way with weather. I can never keep it up long enough for it to be reliable for me. I'm not familiar with it. We're testing it out. We're going to test it out. So we're going to open up with the Doctor, who is our #1 Trick Room setter. We have Trick Room, U-Turn, Giga Drain, and Psychic. Now the Doctor is also going to double as our Zygarde 10% switch-in. We do have 248 in HP, 236 in defense, 20 special attack, 4 in speed def, because what else am I going to do with that for? A nice relaxed nature. Now this Celebi, again, is to switch into the Zygarde. If necessary, we can switch into Blastoise. We don't want to. Like, it's not a thing we want to do. We can take a Pursuit from Tyranitar and hit it with a U-Turn, or get some sustenance on Giga Drain. Also not a great idea. Celebi doesn't exactly have a great matchup here, but it can learn Trick Room. I don't intend on it surviving, but I do intend on it, you know, Trick Rooming. So, we're going to move from there into our second Trick Room setter, which is going to be Justamon. Now, this, I literally just changed the set. Originally, we had a very bulky Mega Gallade, very clericy with Toxic and Wish Protect. I didn't like it. I didn't want it. I don't want both my Trick Room setters to not do anything. I don't want to use Trick Room and then waste 2 turns to use it and switch out. So we went toward the offensive basis. Trick Room, Drain Punch, Leaf Blade, and Knockoff. I'm really tempted to put on Shadow Sneak. I really am, just in case we can't get Trick Room up. But, I don't know. I don't really see us using it a whole lot in this matchup. Like, what are we really going to hit with Shadow Sneak that's going to be important? Gardevoir? I don't see him bringing Gardevoir to this match. Golurk, but we outspeed Golurk. I think even with our negative speed nature, Mega Gallade still is 110. We should be outspeeding Golurk. I don't see him running max speed on a Golurk, which Leaf Blade can take out. So, Shadow Sneak may pop on. I don't know. But we have 248 in HP, 240 in attack with a nice Brave Nature, and 20 in special defense. Really just kept the numbers as they were. We originally had like 240 in special defense and 20 in attack. Decided to swap it around. Just swap it around a little bit. But he's justified, so if we can predict a crunch from T-Tar, Dark Pulse from Blastoise, crunch from Zygarde. Again, all things I'm expecting to see. So, those are our Trick Room setters. Now let's go into our Trick Room funsies. Hannibal! You're not Hannibal, you're Donphan. What am I doing? Oh, okay, Donphan. It's a generic Donphan. We have leftovers, 248 in HP because Stealth Rocks, max attack, Brave Nature, 4 in defense, 4 in special defense, because where else am I gonna put that? It'd be a waste of EVs. We have Stealth Rock for the chip damage, Earthquake for the killing, Knockoff. I put Knockoff on instead of Rapid Spin because I didn't want to spin away his webs, because let's be honest, it would help me. If he did decide to bring Rocks, this team has no actual Rock weakness on it. Instead, we have 2 resistance and 4 neutrals. I didn't really see a danger to it. We have Fire Fang for the Ferrothorn. Also Knockoff, just because nothing can really touch Mew that well. Like, Mew kind of just has a field day with us. There's 3 Mons on this team that can do real damage to Mew. 4. Never mind, you know what? I retract what I said. That's 4 Mons. We're just gonna continue. I don't care anymore. But we're really just bringing a generic Donphan this time. I didn't feel like getting creative about it. No Scarf Donphan this week. Sorry, guys. We are gonna move on to, I know, we're gonna bring it twice in the season. Wigglytuff's coming. We have an expert belt competitive Wigglytuff. Again, if he decides to bring Galvantula, I want to just shove it back. Expert belt with actually amazing coverage right now. Thunderbolt can almost, depending on Mega Blastoise's investment, if he's fully offensive, we can deal a good 90% with a Thunderbolt. Kills Vivillon, obviously. Flamethrower is going to kill Ferrothorn. Flamethrower is going to kill Galvantula. Flamethrower is going to kill Vivillon. Focus Blast for that dangerous Tyranitar because Dazzling Gleam would not do the job. I tried it. Nah. Ice Beam for Zygarde. And Ice Beam for Golurk. All that really doesn't kill is Blaziken, who takes giant damage from Thunderbolt. I think it's like 80%. And Mew, who really doesn't care about most of these attacks, to be honest. I think, yeah, it really doesn't care. But again, like, the majority of the rest of his team just gets decimated. Again, I don't see Gardevoir coming. We do damage to it, but it wouldn't be worth him to bring, predicting a special sweeping Wigglytuff under a trip. Moving on from Wiggly, we have Cecilia the Celesteela. Say that 5 times fast, please. You know, we're running about the same thing, just better. Less HP, a lot more to everything else. Max HP, 252. Max special attack, and 4 defense. Cecilia is, again, doing the same thing as Wigglytuff. We have Fire Blast, Air Slash with that Flying EMZ. Mainly because, again, we can't really touch Mew. If he's a defensive Mew, Flying EMZ is going to do 50%. If he's offensive, it's going to do a lot more. Giga Drain and Flash Cannon for the stab, as well as Tyranitar. Cecilia is our cleanup. If all goes according to plan, we should get a kill under Trick Room and then just go from there. If not, we'll break his team down and pick him off when the Trick Room wears off. Hopefully, you know, that actually works. Again, I'm really not familiar with Trick Room. I don't even like Trick Room that much, but I really see him going the quick offensive route here, and I want to try to counteract that the best as we possibly can. Speaking of which, we're going to move on to our last mon, and I cannot believe I'm bringing this thing. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm bringing this thing. We're bringing Jabberjaw, a physically defensive Jabberjaw with rough skin and rocky helmet, 248 HP, 12 in attack, 244 defense with an impish nature, and 4 instant death. Now we have, again, Rocky Helmet, Rough Skin with Aqua Jet, Toxic Crunch, and Destiny Bond. Oh my god. So basically, this actually doesn't have a terrible matchup. It's really here as a switch into Blaziken. If, let's be honest, he has no reason to just not fire off Flare Blitzes early mid-game. And I want to catch that off guard. I want to throw Sharpedo in the middle of it and just drag his HP into the ground. I really do. Sharpedo, honestly, with this set, if he's adamant, I think we take 50 to 60 from a Flare Blitz from Blaziken. Now subtract the recoil damage, the rough skin damage, the rocky helmet damage. He's not gonna want to sack Blaziken, so we can we can predict a toxic after that, or we can just go straight for the Aqua Jet. If he does have Ferrothorn, obviously we have to play a little safer, maybe Destiny Bond. I don't even know if that'll work like that, but yeah, Destiny Bond, whatever. Probably just switch into something. I really didn't think past this part. I just want to drag Blaziken into the ground. Again, 3 weeks in a row, we're trying to make the offensive fire type kill itself because we really just can't do it. Looking at his team, an offensive Sharpedo wouldn't be awful either, but it would be counterproductive to the team itself. And I didn't really, if I'm gonna stick with this theme, this strategy, I want to actually stick with it. I don't want to send Sharpedo out in the middle of Trick Room and just watch it flounder. Get it? 'Cause fish. But Ball and I do have the battle coming up. I think we have it scheduled for a couple days from now. Yeah, I just sent my team off to the Jenner, so hopefully we can get that done. I'm really excited for this. Again, as long as we at least get 5-0'd, we still did better than last season. So pluses. Anyway, guys, I don't know if I'm going to upload this separately or not. It depends on when we actually battle. But that being said, I will see you when it comes time to fight our good friend Paul. Until then, stay frosty.